What's going on, everyone? Got the Lakers game live right now. Looks like a doozy. Got some best ball drafts. The field general. We have super flex drafts here. $3 entry. I prefer super flex for multiple reasons. A lot of different strategies you can have, and 20 rounds. I like the extra 2 rounds. I think there's some advantages to be had. Let me know who's down in the chat to draft. I'll wait a few minutes before I start her up. And crazy, you're a huge Laker fan now. I am not a Laker fan now. Jesus, I'm a LeBron fan. I hate the Lakers. And also, I hate Kevin Durant. So, do you see Kevin Durant? Have you seen the game, Dakota? Have you seen what he's dressed? He looks like Ice. He looks like Ice Cube from Friday. He's dressed with like flannel and he's got a beanie on. Kevin Durant. You know what? Seems like a nice guy, but super soft, both on the floor and off the floor, with how sensitive he is about everything social media. And take the heat, bro. If you're gonna leave Russell Westbrook behind, leave the Thunder behind, and then join a super team. Take the heat. That was the ultimate pussy move. Anyways, field general, super flex, $3 drafts. I'm sure Dakota's in. Let me know in the chat who's in. Super weed head, KD. Definitely looks like a weed head. He looks hilarious. I want to put this up here. I saw this. This is just hilarious. As you guys know, I'm a Bears fan. I'm not really a Packers hater. I love Aaron Rodgers, but this just made me chuckle. When you become a Packers fan, it changes you. And it's just, a thing I joke about all the time. This is just a perfect thing I saw. And pretty funny shit, man. Pretty funny shit. That's probably a real person. So a transition Packers fan. Probably has a Jordan Love jersey. Anyways, let me know if you want to hop in this draft, guys. Dakota's in, I'm sure. We're going to count it down here in about a minute. Give you guys a second to hop on in the field general on Underdog. $3. It's 150 max entry, so we can get in a lot of these motherfuckers in the next, week or two. It is only 5% full, so that's a lot for one day. Anyways, give you guys a couple more minutes. Like I said, I want to have a couple people drafting along with me. Here's my boy Michael. Hello, Michael. How you doing? Looking great today.
And you got to give credit to this rookie sensation wide receiver out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbegbue. Emeka Egbegbue. Emeka Egbegbue.
All right, Dakota, you ready to start it up, man? Let me know in the chat if you're ready, and I will start it up. Whenever you say you're ready, you join it, and I'll join it right with you. I'm here to draft. What's up, Jake? Shout out to Jake. All right, let's start this fucker up. I'm a little behind. All right, I'm starting it up. I think I'm a little behind, but we're going to start it up now. 4 more to start. Hurry up. I like Jake more and more. The only thing I don't like about Jake is he always takes Blake Corum. Other than that, though, Jake seems like a stand-up individual, and I've been a fan for 20 years. Yeah, it's one of the rare players you could actually watch their career your entire life. He's been in the NBA since I was a freshman in high school, and I'm an old man now, so he's still older than I am. Okay, 3 more to start. Anyone that wants to hop in, get in now, or you got to wait a while. Maybe, just maybe, Jake will get a top pick in this draft. This is more pivotal in these drafts to have a top 5 pick. But I have yet to ever see him pick ahead of, I think 7 was the earliest I've seen you pick, Jake. So I'm rooting for you, buddy. I am rooting for you. 2 more to start. Check the score of the game here, since I'm the biggest Laker fan in the world. And they're losing now. Jesus, they have to win this game, man. You give Durant a chance to come back in the series, and it's that would be an epic collapse, which I know Dakota's rooting for. Okay, I have 12. Florida, Dakota has 10. You have 7. Okay, let's start. So Jake has 7. Dakota has 10. I have 12. What kind of quarterbacks are we looking at here? It's not ideal. All right. 7's okay. Again, like that's the highest I've seen you have, Jake. So we're baby stepping it up there. Shout out to Blake. What's going on, man? Media manager on the channel. Appreciate all the sick thumbnails. Everyone give Blake a round of applause and say thank you to Blake for taking some work off my plate. Random, but I've been rewatching all the Batman movies this week. I never realized how fucking mid Batman Forever was, the one with Arnold in it. Oh my God, that one should be awesome because it has Arnold. Isn't that the one that also has Jim Carrey? Yeah, dude, it's bad. I like the original one with Michael Keaton, 88. That's a good one. That's a Tim Burton one. But yeah, they don't hold up that much. You're welcome, Blake. And just for that, Blake, to thank you for all your hard work that you put in, I do want to show you this. That I don't know, you just probably hopped in here. I want to show you this. This is for you, Blake. I know Blake's a Packer fan, so here you go. Very true. Sorry, buddy. Had to do it. Pretty good shit, though. Oh, Batman Forever is Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think both those are bad, though. The one with the Riddler is pretty bad, too. And Blake, the open-minded man he is, says we accept all forms of humans there. If you want to consider them humans, I'm just kidding. They're humans. Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan went pretty early. And we're looking at, there goes Jamar Chase. Up in 3 picks. We got some quarterback options. That's for sure. JT is available. Dakota's going to take Jalen Hurts. Oh, he takes Drake May, huh? He's probably taking Jalen Hurts. This gentleman, Kevin. Kevin is probably taking Jalen Hurts. He takes McCaffrey. Man, we're going to go ahead and take Hurts and Caleb. Maybe that'll start a little quarterback run. I think I might just roll with those 2 quarterbacks unless I can get some really good value on like a Cam Ward. Oh, Dakota, shots fired. No. Blake's a handsome individual, and that dude was definitely a Latin persuasion, if you will. Marvin Harrison Jr. Sutton. This is easy Marvin Harrison, man. Easy Marvin Harrison. You know, before it was you guys all just need to bang. That's what happens when you get angry with each other, or just kiss, kiss and make up. Here we go. It's all love. Except for the LeBron thing. That's not love at all. Dak Prescott at 18. That's awesome value, Jake. Holy shit. I was debating taking Dak at 13 if Jalen Hurts had gone. I would have taken Caleb and Dak. Good start there for Dakota with Jonathan Taylor at 15 with Drake May. Are the only team with 2 quarterbacks? It's probably going to change soon, but Jaden Daniels, Jackson Darts. Maybe I should have taken Jonathan Taylor. There goes Trevor Lawrence. At the corner is tough. Not picking for so long. I would have just taken one if Jalen Hurts didn't fall. And I'm not a fan of Jalen Hurts, but ADP of 7.5, you get him at pick 12. I feel like that's value. And it's a 4 for a passing touchdown. Although, who knows about the tush push? They're not banning it, but like how they didn't use it last year, and then when they did, it wasn't effective. We need that back in his game. Yeah, I do want to give Dakota a little shout out. There's a lot of buzz that Deshaun Watson has. What was that? He's in the driver's seat. They use some kind of phrase like that. Driver's seat for the starting quarterback position of the Browns. So he's going to be a pretty rich man if that happens and he starts all year and even finishes like quarterback 14. Because Dakota has like 90% of the Deshaun Watson shares. Like he's not just at 90%. Like 90% of the Deshaun Watson shares drafted, because a lot of times he goes undrafted. Or sometimes he goes undrafted. Dakota has him in every league. Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker. So there we go. The first team is going with a naked Josh Allen. He does not have a second quarterback, but everyone else, this guy's got Trevor Lawrence. There's another double quarterback there. Bo Nix off the board at 30. Still some decent values, but they're going off ahead of ADP right now. Like Neighbors. Ooh, could be a spot to take an early tight ends. I don't know if the NFL wants that, though, because, like, is that really a guy people root for? Chase Brown is available. Both tight ends are available. We're going to take Chase Brown, Brock Bowers. Interesting start. I was debating taking Trey McBride and Brock Bowers. Just doing some weird shit. There goes Kyler. Dakota's got Stafford and Drake May. It is very good for memes and very good for material for this show. Deshaun Watson has, I had 4 years of making hand job jokes, and it works all the time. Tyler Shuck. So who is even available? Jared Goff is somehow still available, but that won't be. If Jake gets Jared Goff, he's gonna freak out here, and he's gonna be able to get Jared Goff. Wow, it's pretty nice value right there, brother. Very nice value. Look at both of his quarterbacks way after ADP. This is a lovely team. Got Dak Prescott stacked already, so there's a very good possibility he gets Sam Laporta. He gets Jameson Williams. Pretty good there. Jeremiah Love falls to 43. You know what? I do like the Browns fans. Like, I feel like they're like a housewife that's been abused for years. And like, I want to see her get out of that relationship. I'm not saying I want them to not be a fan of the Browns, but like get out of that, toxic situation and just have a winning season. It's funny. They actually had it with Baker Mayfield and they didn't know what they had. And they wanted to go with Mr. Handjob. And that was wild. I can't believe Jared Goff fell that far because quarterbacks were going way ahead of ADP there through the first 2 rounds. This guy's got Patrick Mahomes and Rashee Rice. There goes the back. Man, this guy got bailed out. Josh Allen, he waited for the 4th and 5th. He got Jordan Love and Baker Mayfield. That is a really nice build. Very nice team. And now there's no quarterbacks to take. There's some running backs to take, though. There is. Wow, way down there. All right. Babe, can you turn the heat down a little bit? I'm cooking in here. Up in 7 picks.
I'd like to start out this press conference with a thank you to John Fox.
Thank you, John Elway. There goes Devonta Smith. I really wanted him to fall to me. Now we have options, but it has to be. Ooh, that's a really early Daniel Jones. His hand was forced. Dakota with Sam Darnold. He's got 3 quarterbacks now. There is nothing left in terms of quarterbacks. And we're going to take David Montgomery. And we're going to take Cam Scatterbro. A 0 wide receiver build so far for me. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't hate that. Juwan Jennings of Minnesota. I don't want Juwan Jennings anywhere near my team, personally. I think he's an agitator, bad teammate, kind of a little whiny bitch. And he's lost a step, and he didn't have a step to lose. So that's fine. He can go to the Vikings. That's pretty nice there with Tet. I probably should have taken him, but in this format, when you can get away with only starting 2 receivers and a half PPR, I am definitely fading wide receiver, and I'll take 8 of them late and just pair together a couple. I want my flex to be a running back, ideally. So Jake ended up getting his stack with Jared Goff, Jameson Williams. Pretty nice stuff there, man. The Dolphins would be good, but again, that helps the Dolphins. They don't want to win this year. We went over their schedule a couple nights ago with Storey, and their over-under is 4.5 wins. It's wild. But yeah, I think the Dolphins is the best situation for his fantasy value for sure. All right. A lot of good options on the board. Man, I love Superflex, dude. Players just fall. Does he have any running backs? Let's see. So Jake has 0 running backs. I have 0 wide receivers. We'll see. It's a bold strategy on both of our ends. You have Chase, Pickens, Jameson Williams. I have Chase Brown, David Montgomery, and Cam Scatterbro. Hey, we got our boy Mark. Mark in the chat, mean mugging. What's going on, man? I'll play Mark a little drop here. Just for Mark, my guy. There we go.
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
So all the quarterbacks are officially gone, besides Mr. Geno Smith. It's like I'm rolling with a 2 quarterback build here. Still some solid receivers left. Running backs getting really, really shitty. I'm going to do something weird. I got you, Mark. Let me know when you get your shirt, Mark. I want to make sure everyone gets their shit. Money Mark. We call him Money Mark around here. He's our Canadian brethren. This is super flex, Jay. Jadarian Price at 80. So, do I take... No, I got to make up wide receiver a little bit here. And it's going to be Terry McLaurin, Jalen Waddle. I need to take Rome Odunze for sure. That's a must. And when Jalen hurts, I'm going to have to fucking take like Dallas Goedert or some shit. We're going to take Terry McLaurin. And we're going to take Rome Odunze. There we go. All right. Not bad. Again, as usual, draft grades at the end of the show. Mark's the best. Don't work too hard, my dude. Jay got his merch today. Congratulations, Jay. We call him Dad in this program. He is the elder statesman. Not calling you old, just saying elder statesman. He's the LeBron James of this channel. How about that? Let's see. Did DeAndre Swift and Ramondre Stevenson, really good value on Swift for Jake. And you got to get someone steady there. It's Ramondre. So we have exact opposite strategies. Let's take a look at Dakota's team here. Tet, Devontae Adams, Marvin Harrison, A.J. Brown with Drake May and Sam Darnold and Matt Stafford. Drake May, Matt Stafford, and Sam Darnold. He only has JT at running back. There goes DJ Moore, 92. God, why is Parker Washington going 1 pick behind DJ Moore? Like, why are they even going in the same round? What is going on here? I'm the biggest Parker Washington fan ever, but even that is 20 picks too early for me. I mean, Can someone explain that to me, please? What's the love with Parker Washington this year? Like over Brian Thomas? Is Brian Thomas still available? He's not, but it's still. Oh God! So I called Jay the LeBron of the channel. Don't disrespect Jay. He's not soft nor a coaster. You son of a bitch. There goes DK Metcalf. I really like this first team here. Waited at quarterback after Josh Allen. I still got Jordan Love and Baker Mayfield. Pretty nice. There goes Tucker Kraft at pick 99. Tua's off the board. Man, this guy's got Trevor Lawrence, Mendoza, and Tua. That is rough. That is just really gross, man. I hate it.
I hate the way you talk to me and the way you cut your hair. I hate the way you drive my car. I hate it when you stare. I hate your big dumb combat boots and the way you read my mind. I hate you so much it makes me sick. It even makes me rhyme.
I get it, Blake, because Travis Hunter is going to be a cornerback this year. But even if that's the case, you have Jacoby Myers ahead of him and Brian Thomas ahead of him. Or they're all equal, right? 1A, 1B, 1C, if that's a thing. I'm sorry, though. It's a crowded room, and it's Parker Washington. Like, he's not going to have a lot of touchdowns. And Jacoby Myers is still a better receiver than him. Then I love Parker Washington. I just don't understand like why he's going in the same round as Brian Thomas. Just seems insane to me. That's the opposite of, like the fantasy community overreacting in a positive way. Right. I agree. I know you're not saying that, Blake, because you're not a moron like these other people who are drafting. I don't think I have a single Parker Washington share, which is hilarious because you guys remember how much I talked up Parker Washington. He was my guy. He was my guy before Michael Wilson. Ooh. Now Blake Corum. Now Dakota's taking Blake Corum. You son of a bitch. I could just never get Blake Corum ever. Just never going to happen. What I can do is go ahead and get Alec Pierce. I feel like is great. I'll take Alec Pierce. And then I'm going to take, and someone took Kyle Monangai. Is that fucking for real? Let's take Cortland Sutton. Gross. Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. It's 6.5. Mark, before the draft, the Browns over-under was 6.5. And that was one, I didn't bet it, but that was one I liked the under on. But now I don't think it's going to go up to 7.5. They'll probably just change the odds. But I just don't want to bet a Browns win total. Like, definitely not the over on the Browns. That feels really dirty to me. I can see the allure, though. I mean, they got a lot of picks. I feel like I liked a lot of their picks as well. They made their offensive line better. They obviously have weapons now for once. I like their receivers they took. And Judkins should be okay. So I feel like Judkins and Scatterbo's injury was worse than Judkins, but Judkins was after Scatterbo. I haven't heard anything negative coming out, so he should be good to go for training camp. I do like Quinshon Judkins, though. I was saying this the other day on the show. I love all the Wildcat snaps he got. He got 4 or 5 touchdowns out of the Wildcat last year, which is just free. We have Silver in here. What's going on, buddy? To be determined if we do another one, but if we do another one, you're definitely in, my dude. Who would be your pick for rookie of the year based on landing spots and potential, I guess? I mean, Carnell Tate's the obvious answer, even though I don't like Carnell Tate, but Mendoza's going to be rough because if you could probably get some good odds on him right now because a lot of people are assuming that it's going to be Kirk Cousins to start the year. I still think it's Mendoza to start the year. And if you can get a discount based on people thinking that it's going to be Kirk Cousins, because if Mendoza doesn't start till week 6, week 5, like it's going to be hard for him to beat out a rookie receiver that has 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. But if he plays all year, like the quarterback will get it as long as he's not dog shit. Again, draft grades after this, gentlemen. Yeah, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson. I mean, Jeremiah Love should be the favorite, honestly, but it's just a crowded room. I'm not too worried about that, though. So I think I would bet on Jeremiah Love. Just bet on that talent. If he gets 280 touches, it should be his award to lose. All right, halfway through this guy right here. We're on the 11th round. These draft grades should be pretty tight. A lot of good teams. At least I think me, Dakota, and Jake all have pretty good teams. Chris Godwin at 114. That's money, dude. See who's available, and it's garbage. It is garbage. Oh, do I have to reach on that? Tate's plus 700. I had to do a little reachy here for these picks. Love is plus 320. Mendoza plus 380. Tate plus 700. Tyson plus 750. Price plus. Why the fuck is Price in that discussion? That's just weird. And Jonathan Brooks goes right ahead of me. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. We're going to go ahead and take reach on Dallas Goedert. And then I will take, I'm going to take Chris Rodriguez. Those two picks are just terrible. That is just disgusting. Concepcion, 30-1. Oh, my two picks.
Yeah, Dad. You need some of this.
This is cum.
Those two picks were cum. I wanted George Kittle, but I needed a stack with Jalen Hurts, so that was the Dallas Goedert selection. But there's no world should Dallas Goedert go ahead of George Kittle. Had to do it, though. All right, guys, we will do another draft after this if we meet the goal. Either meet the goal or if there's a live Patreon sign up during this draft or during draft grades, we'll fire up another one. Let's see here. Mark, I know I missed y'all's take on Ty Simpson, but is he like a project? I'm thinking maybe Rand's concerned Stafford is at risk not to make it through the season. I think it's all of the above. He's definitely a project. He's had one year of starting in 4 years. And what I brought up the other day on the show was really wild that if all goes to plan, and the plan is for Matt Stafford to play 2 more years, them to win a Super Bowl and contend for 2 more years. And let's say it's not this year, obviously, and it's not next year. So 2028 is when he starts. Stafford retires after 2027. It would have been he had 1 year of starting in 6 years. So his last 6 years since high school, he had 1 season starting. That is Anthony Richardson level shit. And I understand being in the room with Sean McVay and with the Rams, like it's sitting behind Matt Stafford's a dream spot. But there's a point where on the field training, on the job training matters. And they're just saying, fuck that. I don't get it. If it was end of the first round, I'm on board. If it was the second round, I'm on board. 13th overall, disgusting. Awful pick, man. I don't even like Ty Simpson. Even if I liked him, I don't understand. They're hedging their bets. Because what if Stafford plays 3 more years? Now you're sitting on Ty Simpson for 3 years? No way. That would be, you know what it would be, Dakota, is if he has a legendary special teams year, has six receiving touchdowns and has like a Devin Hester impact, 3 return touchdowns, 4 return touchdowns. That is the way that he could win Rookie of the Year. So it's not out of the realm of possibility because dude's a playmaker. But it needs to be something elite like that. And it's just, I don't know. If Deshaun Watson, it makes what you think is going to happen, and he's going to dominate and be the starter, then Concepcion is actually a good bet. He could play like the Will Fuller. He's a better than Will Fuller type player is Concepcion. Will Fuller had some badass years. I don't know what happened to Will Fuller. I know he got a PED suspension and had all those injuries, but he just disappeared. He just disappeared from the league. I got to make these picks and make them properly. Up in 2 picks here. And Shedeur Sanders is sitting here for me. That might be a good pick. Tyler Algier might be a good pick as well. You know, I might take Shador. And I need upside at receiver. I have 4 receivers. So we're going to take Sanders. I think we're going to take Tyler Algier. Nice grab there with Hunter Henry, Dakota, to stack with your Drake May. Pretty nice. Jay, I think Seattle will bring in a veteran like Najee, and they'll run that backfield by committee. I mean, even if they don't, you still have Emmanuel Wilson. You have George Halane, who they were playing 30% of the snaps in the Super Bowl and then NFC Championship game. So who's to say that rookie's going to come in there in a win-now situation? He's going to have a role for sure, and it's mostly going to be kick returning to start the year. And, you know, probably a 50-50 timeshare. I just don't think his talents – I'm not a big price guy. I don't think his talent is, like, elite. No, he's the most talented guy in that backfield with Charbonnet hurt. I'm going to give you that, but he's also a rookie. Exactly, Blake. Emmanuel Wilson has proven enough to lead the backfield with Price and Halani till Sharps comes back. Emmanuel Wilson's good, man. I mean, he looked better. I know Jacobs was hurt last year during that stretch. He looked better than Jacobs, and he's got fresh legs. Big fan of Emmanuel Wilson. Now, he played better than Josh Jacobs. It was apparent on the field. Just eye test, you know. Judy. Oh, God. Jerry Judy. I was a huge Judy fan coming out of college and then with Denver. I once compared the way he gets off the line to Devontae Adams, which I'm now trying to step that one back a little bit. I did say it, though, on record, so you can go and look that up years ago. He just doesn't have that it factor, and he just has terrible hands. He just doesn't have confidence. Just kind of one of those knucklehead players. Yep, I love them small school running backs, man. Oh, I wish I had the Matthew McConaughey clip from Dazed and Confused. You know what I love about those high school girls, man? I keep on getting older. They stay the same age. That's what I love about them small school running backs, man. Omar Cooper, Rashid Shaheed. That's a really nice pick at 169. Man, it would have been nice to take him. All right. I kind of fucked up this back half of the draft. I don't know what I'm doing. Had a nice start, for sure. There's Denzel Boston. Still some bros out there. Ooh. I know what I have to do now. Up in 6 picks.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely do that. That is a great idea.
Those are the only kind I have.
I can hear my hair growing. You want some soup?
There goes Brandon Ayuk. Brennan Thompson went off the board already. So we have a little guy named Stowers available. I'll rock him first. And I think we're going to go with Tesla. All right. Does Torrey Horton ever carve out a role, or is he just going to have to wait till Cooper Kupp retires or some shit? Man, I like Torrey Horton. You know what? He was one of the bigger winners of the draft because they didn't draft anybody of note. So Torrey Horton, remember the last game he played before the injury? 2 touchdowns in the first half, looking awesome. I know, like, the thing is, him and Shaheed are similar type players. I think he's a better receiver than Shaheed. He could become a better receiver than Shaheed. But Cooper Kupp is slowly getting phased out of this offense. He is just there for those 3rd and 6s and around the goal line. Like, I would expect Torrey Horton, if he's fully healthy, to have a 60% snap share, which is quite a bit, where Cooper Kupp's probably going to be right at the same range. And Shaheed as well. I think they kind of rotate they're almost like a mini Packers now. They rotate their receivers outside of JSN. Drew Aller off the board. That seems like an adventurous pick. He was out for the year, Blake. That's why we didn't hear about him. That's the big reason. If Torrey Horton doesn't get hurt, maybe they don't make the Shaheed trade. Now, I know they picked Shaheed. I mean, they did it for wide receiver, but his impact was actually on special teams. That's where he made his biggest impact. And Torrey Horton went down. They traded for Shaheed. But yeah, I don't know what the injury was. I think it was an MCL maybe. But it was early enough in the year. He's a young enough guy. I feel like he should be back full health. Tight end run. I actually started Torrey Horton in a couple of my deep leagues, a couple of my deep home leagues that week when he had 2 touchdowns. I was very proud of myself. It's one of those during bye weeks, and I was projected to lose by like 25 points. I had like 4 guys on bye. And those are the most satisfying fantasy victories when you're facing like a good team that has no one on bye, and you have 3 or 4 starters like Jonathan Taylor, like studs on bye, and you still beat the guy. Some of the best wins you could have. Chris Brazel off the board at 196. What's going on, Leafy? Draft already. What do you mean by that? Is that right? Blake Darnold never threw a TD to Shaheed. He had some deep bombs, but they weren't actually converted for touchdowns. So that might be correct because they don't use them at all inside like the 30-yard line. There goes Trey Tucker. Well, I like Drew Aller. He's like 2 years from now. I like Drew Aller, not now. Ooh, we have some options at running back here. And wideout. Wideouts have fallen here. We're going to take Tavian Wicks. And we're going to take... And then, you know what? Let's go with a kind of shot in the dark here, Deebo Samuel. At this point, I feel like it's probably worth the pick. And then the last pick for me, last 2 picks might have to be running back. Malachi Fields, appreciate that. Chris Brazel shouldn't be drafted. Now, I see the appeal of the archetype of player. In best ball, right? Big play merchant, super fast, super big, but Chris Brazel's terrible. But I've been on that one for a while now. Chris Brazel is a bum. He's going to be the newest in a long line of busts from the Panthers in that. Now, he went later than the guys. I'm speaking of Jonathan Mingo and Xavier Legette, Terrace Marshall, those guys. But it just seems like the same archetype, man. They don't learn their fucking lesson. They take the same guy. He's just not good. Big Mark here. Always a pleasure to hop on the stream when I can. Looking forward to Dynasty League. Going to be fun as fuck. Much love, Rob, always, and love the boys in the chat. Anyone watching, if you haven't already joined the Patreon, what a guy. Mark with a $20 banger just bought us another draft. He's not even drafting with us. That's the kind of person Mark is, and a huge part of the community. There was a stretch there before Mark got his new job where he probably watched the first, I don't know, I'd say 90 of the first 91 streams, 99 of the first 100 streams, all of them. He was always in here 10 minutes early to greet me with a let's get it. And I miss those days, Mark, but I appreciate you as always. You are the man. You're the man. Mark is the GOAT. Undisputed GOAT.
Look at this. This is Laurence Olivier in Othello. And this is James Earl Jones. Now look at how close they look.
Look at that. James Earl Jones doing a great blackface.
James Earl Jones has a black face. He's a black man.
He's not black. James
Of course
Earl
he's black.
He was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader was black? See, okay, there we go.
Darth Vader was not black. They took the mask off. He was white.
Appreciate you, Mark. Cool. We're gonna get another one after this. Silver, he was telling you to get in the Patreon in particular. I can read Mark's mind. We are simpatico. And hop in the community, my dude. Be a part of this. Here we go. Oh, that's cold. All right. Up in 7 picks. Frank is always spitting facts. You know what? I'm going to be very sad when Danny DeVito finally passes. Because DeVito's old, man. I think he's like 79 or 80. And he's still doing the show, man. But, he's 5-10 years, however long he has. Big part of my life. Not just Sonny, movie like Twins. I'm a big Arnold fan. Fucking love Danny DeVito. What a great role, too. It's like the role of his life. We need another running back. And there is not really one to take. Oh, I got 2 guys I like, though. 2 good options. Oh, and Danny DeVito as Penguin. Which one is that? What Batman is that, Blake? I think we're good at wide receiver here. Okay, I have plenty of wide receiver options. So let's go. Oh, shit. Someone took fucking Claiborne. We're going to take Kalen Black. And we are going to take one more. Adonai Mitchell. Appreciate you, Mark. We'll talk to you soon. Make sure you're voting in the Dynasty. Make sure you're voting for the Dynasty stuff. We've been putting stuff up there almost every day. League rules, stuff like that, roster construction, all that stuff. So make sure you're voting if you want. And again, great reminder, we have 1 spot left in the Dynasty League, gentlemen. 1 spot. It is the first of any Fanatics League. We're going to have a lot of redrafts this year in August, drafts in August, but this is the first one. It's a Dynasty startup. Every co-host is in the show. We're all the co-hosts are co-managing teams. And there's 9 OGs in the league. So we have 1 spot left. If anyone wants to hop in. Also, shout out to the Patreon subscribers, members, community people. We love you. Every one of you guys sticking through the off season because we still do shows. I did this will be 29 shows in April, and there's only 30 days in April. Tomorrow will be the last day of April. I'm doing a show with Mike Storey. And that'll be 29 shows in 30 days. That's what we do around here. That's a slow month. I know it was draft month, but besides just supporting your boys here, access to the Discord, which is the place to be. Community fantasy leagues, like I was talking about. Guest appearances on the pod. If you want to become a fanatic, you want to come on the show and talk ball, talk about Danny DeVito, anything like that, that's a big perk. Free merchandise giveaways. I just sent out a giant wave of hats and shirts. Almost everyone in here has one already. And access to the early betting plays, gentlemen. We went bonkers last year, 96 and 58 and player props. So if you join, you're actually going to make money. You get these when I place them. You get the same odds that I place. I give you the book I'm using and the exact odds. I send you the ticket, the ticket. 4-year sample size, 205 and 125 on even odds player props. And we're going to continue to crush. We have Mike Storey adding in his college plays. He is a giant college football fan. He knows his shit, as well as Mouth with some game plays, some lines, some money lines. I strictly do player props. If you're interested, professionalfanatics.com, or go in the link in the description. Hopping over to Patreon. I'll get I'll get the notification. I will send you an email after the stream. Boom, you're in there. You're in the Discord talking with all the folks. Let's do draft grades before we do this next draft. All right, so we're going to start with Jake's team here. Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, and Jameis Winston. Really good value on the quarterbacks. Swift, Stevenson, Woody Marks, Rashad White, Emmanuel Wilson, Pacheco, Kamani Vidal. Wow. Really nice running back room for where you started with, man. Emmanuel Wilson, Pacheco, and Vidal there with Rashad White. I love Woody Marks as well. Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Devonta Smith, Jamison Williams, Chris Godwin, Calvin Ridley, and Keon Coleman. Laporta, Kincaid, and Pat Freiermuth. This is a lovely team. Only 2 quarterbacks. Like, most likely, I don't think Jameis is seeing the field, but who knows? I like it. So the stacks, you got Dak with Pickens. You have Jared Goff with Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta. This is a fucking great team. What do you guys think? A through F. What do you guys think for this team? Strictly 80s Joel. Yeah. Fucking love that. Nice reference. I said strictly player props. We only play 80s Joel. Let's keep it, Joel. Let's keep it in the late 80s. This is in the B range for sure. I want to say A. Running backs are a little weak in this format. I like to have more running backs, but you have 7 of them. This is one, Jake. Sometimes I give you some shit about your roster construction going too much at running back. This is the perfect build. I feel like this is, you hit, in terms of build, this is an A. I mean, in terms of players, I'm giving it a B+ because this is, the value you got at quarterback is unreal. Dak and Jared Goff way after ADP in a super flex, and you have them paired up properly. You didn't really reach. You reached a little bit on Jameson Williams, but a little bit on Laporta, but it wasn't really too reachy with any of your picks. This is a great team, man. This is this is a B+ or an A. I mean, it's a lovely team, and you know I'm a big stickler for roster construction, so definitely a good team. Give us your grades in the chat. We're gonna go to Dakota's team here. Drake May, Matt Stafford, and Sam Darnold all at ADP. So that's solid. JT, Blake Corum, Tajay Spears, Mike Washington, Caleb Johnson. This running back room is rough. It is very rough. I love Blake Corum, but not as a 2. This wide receiver room's bonkers, though. A.J. Brown, Ted McMillan, Devontae Adams, Marvin Harrison, Romeo Doubs, Michael Pittman, Keyshawn Boutte, and Malik Washington, with George Kittle, Hunter Henry, Terrence Ferguson, and Colby Parkinson. So he has Matt Stafford paired with Devontae Adams and both tight ends. Drake May is stacked with Keyshawn Boutte for now, depending on how long he stays. And Sam Darnold is unstacked. Regardless, Hunter Henry is also stacked with Drake May. So Romeo Doubs stacked with Drake May. So you have the stacks here. I'm going to dock this one a bit for roster construction just because I understand that you took both Rams tight ends and you have George Kittle. So that might be a four tight ends thing there. Oh, and you have A.J. Brown. Shit. So that's you have a lot of correlation. I just have issues with this running back room and the fact that you can only start 3 receivers max in this if you want to take away the super flex. I prefer to start 3 running backs, and the fact that Tajay Spears, Mike Washington, and Caleb Johnson. I'm giving this a B-, even though I love a lot of the players and I love the stacks. It's just the running back room. That's the only thing. If Blake Corum was your 3, and you know, I would almost like if you didn't take Sam Darnold and you just said, fuck it, I'm rolling with Drake May and Matt Stafford, and you got a running back there in your RB2 slot, whoever that would have been. It would have been better than a DeAndre Swift level player, something like that, though. That's my only thing, because these were like Malik Washington. I don't know why that pick. You know, like you have 8. I just wish you had a couple more running backs or higher end running backs. So B-, it still is really good. This team can go a long way with the stacks. Like that is for sure there. Dakota, good stacks. Running backs B- from him. We're all on that one. That's why we live and learn, especially with these super flex ones. And we'll see. My draft got away from me for sure. Got to see how it came out here. So Jalen Hurts, Caleb Williams, and Shedeur Sanders. Look at that. Is that news? Is it because the news about Deshaun Watson made Shedeur Sanders fall 40 picks after ADP? Because that's wild. Chase Brown, David Montgomery, Cam Scatterbo, Chris Rodriguez, Tyler Algier, and Kalen Black. Luckily, I have my 3, what I perceive as good upside starters. Wide receivers, Terry McLaurin, Roma Dunze, Alec Pierce, Cortland Sutton, Isaac Tesla, Wicks, Debo, and Adonai Mitchell. And we have Bowers, Goddard, and Eli Stowers. We have the same as you. I have the 2 tight ends stacking with my quarterback. I have Roma Dunze stacked with Caleb Williams. So not too much in terms of stacking. The back end running back room is gross, but I feel like Algier, I just picked him for the handcuff usage and maybe a touchdown or 2. I don't like the receivers. You No, it's not a spite. I took Shore Sanders because he went 40 picks after ADP, man. I do love doing spite store stuff. I got it. I got your reference. I'm a big curb guy. So I don't know. I do have Brock Bowers. That's a plus. Receiver room is weak, but I have 8 of them. I don't know. You give me your guys' grade. I'm not going to grade it. I got to stop grading my own teams. Yeah, sorry, man. I did know you had Jared Goff. I was just looking for upside because it's only, you can start 2 receivers and max you can start 3. I want a guy, if St. Brown or Jameson Williams gets hurt, a guy that I think can have some spike weeks, and that's Isaac Tesla. I guess I have Wick stacked with Jalen Hurts as well. Debo, upside shot. Adonai Mitchell, I feel like was pretty good value. But yeah, it's not neither room. I think my quarterbacks are really strong, obviously. Tight ends are pretty strong, but the middle meat of this team. Again, I'll say this. I think I got an A for build. I'm really good at building those. I can pick the right positions, guys. So give me your grades. What do you think? Jay usually gives me a really nice grade, and I'm really nice about that. Dart Jar Jar, squad's an F. Or is he saying squads as fuck? I know you're kidding, Jar Jar. Kidding. B maybe B plus. Wow. It doesn't seem very sexy. It's not a very sexy team. I need to draft some sexier teams. You know what I mean? Like this kind of team right here. This is a Helen Hunt special right here. Yeah, Helen. Give it to me, Helen. Let me see wide receiver and tight ends. So there's the wide receivers. And then tight end, we have Bowers, Goddard, and Stowers because I have Jalen Hurts. I just wanted both those guys. Had to reach on Dallas Goddard. I wasn't getting him coming back. And yeah, I got good value on McLaurin. Good value on Pierce. But it's not great after that. I feel like Debo might be a value. We don't know where he's going to go, but now the ultimate rip would have been, Jake, if you said Helen doesn't look so bad now compared to your team. Now that would have been an ultimate rip. Ooh, Silver likes his team, B plus or A minus. I don't think I'd go that high, but the build's good. The build's an A. All right, you whoever wants to hop in this one, we'll do one more here. Everyone thanks Mark for that huge donation. We appreciate you, Mark. Much appreciated. And we will start one more goal. All right. So who won the draft? Which team won? Do we know offhand? I'm probably going to vote for Jake. I feel like Jake's team was just running backs are weak, but this team was so stacked, literally and figuratively stacked. So I'm going to go with you because you hit the nail on the head here with the exercise for building the team, plus with the stacks, plus with good players. All right, we're going to go over to same thing, field general. See how behind I am here. All right, when you guys hear this, let's join it up. I'm hopping in when you hear this one. Jay says Jake wins this. All right. All right, I'm going to hop in. Three more to start. Hopefully y'all got in. I am in the lobby. 3 more to start. Darth Jar Jar says that team was amazing. With Dak, yeah, that was a squad. The fact he got Dak and Jared Goff like 7 picks after ADP each, that's a gift in this format. And you got them stacked up is awesome. All right. 1 spot left. If anyone wants to join, 1 spot left. The field general, now it is full. See where we're drafting at here. I have 10. Dakota has 9. Eighth pick for Jake. God damn it. Jake is at 8. I'm at 9. Or I'm at 10. Dakota's at 9. And Silver is at 3. Okay, well, let's all take each other's players now. This is going to be such a battle to get Blake Corum. He's going to go like 60 in this draft. I'm going to take him fucking first round, you sons of bitches. I want my Blake Corum, and I want him now, okay? I want him.
Appreciate it, but I told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight. Besides, I got a big day tomorrow.
It's a big day. You doing what?
Well, actually, pretty nice little Saturday. We're gonna go to Home Depot. Yeah, buy some wallpaper, maybe get some flooring, maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
Bed Bath & Beyond, pretty good store. That's what I hear. I've actually never been inside of it, but I'm guessing that store smells really good, like a candle. You're right, Jake. Someone is probably going to just swoop in and take Blake Corum ahead of us. Man, I don't really like my spot here. 10th spot. Don't really like it. Not a fan. I love how you say that was me at 28 at the local frat because I'm Frank the Tank. Man, you know what? I did work with a lot of younger people. Obviously, I was Chaz's boss, the Chaz. I was his boss for 3 years in his friend group, but I was a little too old at that point. But there was a generation before that I was a boss of when I was like in my late 20s and they were college age. So yeah, that actually probably happened. God, what a great movie Old School is. Up next, there goes Dak. I don't want to go Jalen Hurts again. The fuck, man. I guess I got to take Jalen Hurts. And he takes Jamar Chase, you son of a bitch. Dude, I don't want to go Jalen Hurts again, but I'm fucking forced to do it. This is stupid. This is stupid. Take that. All right. Take a little Jonathan Taylor action here. Silver likes the 10th spot. And he takes fucking, God damn it, you son of a bitch. I guess I'll take McCaffrey. Not really into taking McCaffrey. I got a bad feeling about this. 3 is really good. I like. Oh, you took Jahmyr Gibbs. I would just take Joe Burrow, and then you can get T. Higgins. I guess I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to waiting at quarterback, but sometimes you got to do it. We'll see. Maybe I'll push it this. Wow. Mahomes at 17. There we go. I guess the upside of McCaffrey, though, we all know what it is. It's unreal. And you know what? I think he's got one run left in him. It's a matter of health, right? Jay hates 8, 9, and 10. I much prefer the end as well, 11 or 12. Dakota with a Jamar Chase CD Lamb starts. That is pretty nice, dude. I'm sick. I just hate all these Jalen Hurts shares. I fucking hate Jalen Hurts. I guess it's kind of value because the guy is just a fantasy metronome every year. There goes Herbert. There goes Lauren. I'm way behind here. Justin Jefferson at 22. James Cook falling all the way to 23. What the hell was his fucking ADP? Like 19, 18? That is pretty nice, man. Unfortunately, you can't stack either of those guys, but, best player available. There goes Derrick Henry. Man, Derrick Henry is just a value every single year. I think that's just apparent. Until he retires, he'll be a value because everyone's just going to doubt him. Don't doubt him. It's Derrick Henry. Lakers are getting smoked right now. Jesus. 10 minutes left. Not great. Up in 4 picks. Here goes Kenneth Walker. Still got some dudes available at QB. Fuck, Marion Hampton would have been nice. Would have been really nice. Okay, well, got to take one of these quarterbacks, whoever Dakota doesn't take, and he's probably taking Matt Stafford. So I'm going to have to take Jared Goff. Takes Kyler Murray. Look at that. I think I'm going to take... Okay, I'll take Stafford. I would take Jared Goff if he fell. Bolt tight end still available too. You know what? Chase Brown's kind of a winner from the draft as well. They didn't draft anyone with high draft capital to compete with him. So we're getting, man, Chase Brown or a tight end. Dude, I think I'm going to go with the lead tight end again. I think I'm going to do that. And we're going to take Trey McBride. Let's do that. You got to take Bryce Young now. Nice pick with Bowers. Dakota, you have to take Bryce Young so your quarterback's going to have a combined height of 11 feet. That's the goal. Look at that. Dual stacking with Jake. Jake gets the assignment here. George Pickens and Rashee Rice. Very nice. Very nice. Dude, I need LeBron to score 30, man. I placed a decent wager on Banchero to have 35 plus and LeBron to have 30 plus points. It was like, I don't know, 25 to 1 odds. Fucking Banchero had 40 points. He's got 16. It's unlikely, but come on, big dog. Usually I wait, not betting with my heart. The odds were good. I hate Banchero. I bet with my heart there. I actually bet that before the news that Wagner was out. So like the odd, like I got really good odds in the Banchero one. I really hope Detroit loses though. That would be nice. 8 seed beating a 1. I don't see that every day. Malik Willis at 47. So is there any... Not a lot of quarterbacks left, boys. Nico Collins still on the board. That kid is back on the escalator again. All right. Wow, look at this. Josh Allen and 4 straight running backs. Yeah, okay. Banchero scored 45. Should have upped it, man. Should have upped it. Nico at 50. Pretty good value. Right. I like these super flex drafts too. They last a little longer. The other ones are too quick. I want to enjoy myself, you know? There goes Kyron. Time to take Blake Corum, boys. Let's do it. God, Pickens, Rice, Mahomes, and Dak is super, super sexy, man. Up in 2 picks, huh? Guys, don't take Devonta Smith from me. Can you just leave me a stack? Take T. Higgins. Dakota, don't do it, bro. Your Chris Olave just sitting there for you. And he does it. You know what? No. Why? Why? I have to do that shit. Unreal, man. Unfucking real. Unbelievable. You don't have Hurts, dude. I know you're high on the guy. I'm just going to start fucking taking your guys now. That's what I'm going to do. Spite store. I'll burn this $3. I don't give a shit. I'm going to burn it. David Montgomery. It fits my build, he says. Explain you don't have a running back and this is half PPR and you can only start 3 receivers max. It does not fit your build. So that I don't believe that. That's a crock. It would fit your build if you needed a receiver. If you had 2 running backs and 1 receiver, then it would fit your build. Or if you had Jalen Hurts, for instance, that would have fit your build. Not getting off the hook there, buddy. It's a good pick, I guess. Garrett Wilson would have fit your build too, I think. This app can kiss my ass. Oh, because you got Mendoza? I thought you did that on purpose. See? They call that karma. It's called Karma Kramer. Karma Kramer? What, did you have him in your queue or something? There goes Cameron Ward. This guy's got 4 quarterbacks, man. Oh, this guy's got 4 quarterbacks. That is a mistake from Niners fan. Why are you doing that? You have no receivers. You have 4 quarterbacks. Just bad strategy. I mean, I have my 2. I'm fine with it, but just wild stuff, man. What is... Okay, that could be in play. Stu going to take another running back too? One guy's got 4 quarterbacks, and this guy's got 4 quarterbacks and 4 running backs. Jay, I love slow drafts, man. I can't do... I used to do so many slow drafts, but I just save my underdog draft for the stream. There goes J-Mo. Now he's making up some receiver. He's going with a 1 quarterback strategy. Very bold strategy there. A lot of good backs still available. A lot of good receivers still available. Tight ends have dried up. Fucking Lakers, you bums. Good Cam Scatterbo pick there. Jacoby Brissett. All right. We have some options. We have no running backs for Jake or for Dakota. So we'll see. There's a couple nice names here available. There goes Judkins. He's probably going to take Tootin. And I can go ahead and take my dude here. Terry McLaurin's a hell of a value right now, too. We'll take Devontae Adams. And then Bayshell Tootin for sure. Terry McLaurin for sure. There. Oh, there goes Tootin. That would have been nice. Got McCaffrey, Montgomery, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. Pretty balanced. There goes Terry McLaurin. There goes Roma Dunze. Cool. He took Geno Smith. Bro, he took his fourth quarterback. Get out of here, man. What are you doing? Why? I don't like that. That's fucking bullshit. These teams with 4 quarterbacks. Like, that's fine. You're not winning the tournament with 4 quarterbacks in the first 8 rounds. Like, there's just no way, no how, never going to happen. Fucking awful.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
This fucking guy does not have a tight end. He only has 1 wide receiver, and it's Puka. Like, no stacks at all. And he's going to take Geno Smith. Unstack Geno Smith. Get out of here, bro. Come on, man. I'm getting angrier and angrier. Jay needs the Lakers money line. It's not looking great. There is 5 minutes left. So he needs the Lakers money line. I need LeBron to score 11 more points, which in 5 minutes is possible. They're down by 9. Let's see what the live line is on this game. It's not showing me. I'm guessing it'll be like Rockets minus 4.5. It is a pretty weird draft, dude. Again, you got teams taking 4 quarterbacks, though, and not ending with 4 quarterbacks. That's a different story. Taking 4 in the first 8 rounds. This guy's got 4. This one guy has 4 in the first, 6 rounds, right? Yeah, 4 in the first 6 rounds. Like, shit like that, man. I think we're all good because we all took 2 quarterbacks pretty early. Dakota got Mendoza, but we at least all had 2 in the first couple rounds. But it'd be nice to have our third at value. There goes Parker Washington. So that's decent value for Parker. Aaron Rodgers. So I'm just going to be rolling with 2 quarterbacks in this one. Maybe I'll take Shador late again. And Dakota can take Deshaun Watson, and we can have a Browns quarterback off. That's always fun, though. See which one of us can get quarterback 26.
If you want it, I'll give you power. Just be gentle. I'm delicate like a flower. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh my. What? In the butt. I said what? In the butt. I said what? In the butt. I said what? In the butt. You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt. You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt. You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt. Let's do it in the butt. Okay.
Up in 4 picks. Here goes Kyle Manungai. Or as the counselor calls him, Maningay. Some stupid shit like that. Damn, there are some good receivers available. There goes Blake. I knew you were going to do it. Lemon. We'll take Lemon here. There we go. I'm not going to be forced to take shitty-ass Dallas Goedert. Fuck. I have 3 running backs, though. I'm good. That would have been sick, though. Michael Wilson, Sam Laporta, no. Short Sanders, hey-oh. No way he's falling that far this draft. We're going to go Michael Wilson. I should take Jordan Addison just to butt-fuck Dakota here. Oh, someone took him before me. We'll take Michael Wilson. I think I was maybe have been a spite story you with Jordan Addison. Yeah, I knew you were going to take Blake Corum. That's fine. It was at ADP. Can't have nice things around here, man. Chris Godwin, great pick as well. I probably should be higher on Chris Godwin. I hate all picking back to back to back. I don't get this. Like, I don't know if you guys play Keno, but like the odds of, 3 of us being in this and there's fucking 9 spots, 9 other teams, and we have back to back to back picks. Like it's got to be like a 50-1, 40-1 shot. Let's get overtime. Let's get overtime in this Lakers game. That's what we need. J.K. Dobbins, what a gross pick that is. I think J.K. Dobbins is off my board where he's going. I don't usually take players off my board. Every player has value at a certain ADP. But I feel like J.K. Dobbins' ADP can't get low enough for me to ever take him. I feel like if he went like 135, 140, maybe I'd consider him. But 3-way timeshare without possibly the goal line work seems disgusting. There goes George Kittle. JCM.
It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids.
What do you mean?
Your daughter marries a black man.
That's actually not a big deal for me.
Yeah, me neither.
What? What? You really?
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that?
No, nothing. It's nothing. I guess. I think it's great. Congratulations.
I don't think I'm comfortable around you anymore.
Did you know peanut butter was invented by a black man?
Too late, Doc.
Congratulations. That's the best line from that fucking clip. I think it's great. Congratulations. Oh, jeez. What people don't ever talk about is Doc Brown is super weird in general. He's essentially playing a guy in his early 40s. He's like almost pulling a Michael Jackson. His only friend is Marty, who is a junior in high school. Like, you don't have any friends your own age, girlfriend, anything like that. He's hanging around with Marty all day. Super weird. Let's take Matthew Golden. And then, damn, Shador Sanders is already off the board. And then we'll take Jonathan Brooks. I don't know if I want both Carolina running backs, though. That doesn't seem good. I could take Worthy to fuck over Jake. That's what I'm going to do. Give me big play dudes. Let's take Xavier Worthy. Seems like a good pick, right? Oh, there goes Deshaun Watson. I would have taken Jonathan Brooks, but I already had Chuba, so. Another stack for Jake. Jake is a very, very savvy motherfucker, this guy. I don't like drafting next to Jake and Dakota. I'll say this. If it's something that, I'm going to see this in the Dynasty League and then our redrafts. Be very savvy rooms. Kirk Cousins off the board at 138. Man, Shador Sanders went 115 in this draft. We got him at 157, 158 last earlier draft today. Well, I don't think you're getting KC now, dude. Right? He's already taken, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, KC was already taken. It's a nice little what do you thanking me for letting you have Jonathan Brooks? I can't take 2 Panthers running backs in a tournament. All right, gentlemen, we'll do draft grades after this. 2:20 left in that Lakers game. God, LeBron has 23. Come on, go to overtime, dude. Let's go OT. Reed Shepard just got a dunk. Oh, I didn't take Casey Concepcion. It wasn't me, man. I'm Shaggy. It wasn't me. No, it was not. Tyrone Tracy, Isaiah Likely, a couple Giants going off the board back to back. Some nice picks there. Jaden Higgins, Jalen Coker. Not a fan of the Omar Cooper pick personally. Very crowded. I guess he has Carson Beck, but or no, Carson Beck's not there. They have that bum from Clemson, Cade Klubnik. I already know who Jake's taking. I bet you right now he takes Woody Marks. It's just a little guess. Hey, it's Woody Marks. God damn it. It's so predictable. I hate it. I hate you. Ooh. We got this little gentleman sitting here for me. Kenyon Sadiq's available too. Let's go ahead and take Dallas Goedert. And then shit. I just got to take running backs late. I think there's still a couple wide receivers I want to take. I'll take either of these gentlemen right here. Keaton Mitchell. Is it just me or there's no appeal in Keaton Mitchell? Like, what's he going to do? He doesn't catch passes. So we're going to take Rashid Shaheed. I love McMillan, but I think I'm going to put Shaheed over him now in these best ball tournaments because Ted Hurst is there, man. Ted Hurst is going to get some snaps. Juwan Jennings, that's a Homer Niners pick, even though he's not on the Niners anymore. Dakota, do you like Juwan Jennings in general? Like, are you sad he's gone? Punching people's dicks and shit. I know you got some fond memories. Specifically that touchdown pass he threw to Christian McCaffrey. That was pretty cool. All right, we have 6 more rounds left, gentlemen. Draft grades after this. Oh my God, LeBron has 25. Come on, dude. 5 more points, bro. 5 more. A 3 and a dunk. A 3 and a free throw. Lakers down by 5 with 1:40 left. Yeah, he's a grinder, tough nose, good teammate guy. He's one of those guys where he's on your team, you love him as a teammate, but if you're against him, you hate him. In this 2 sentences you have, he's a grinder and I see matched. So essentially, I'm just like you match with Juwan Jennings on Grindr. Is that right, Dakota? Yeah, it seems like he's going there. Dakota'd probably get a lot of play on Grindr. He's a pretty handsome dude. He's got that vibe that he could be a top, he could be a bottom. You know, he could go either way, which is, I think, pretty versatility is huge in that community, right? You don't want a guy that's just pigeonholed as an X receiver, right? You want a guy that can play Y, that can play Z, that can play X. That goes a long way, man. Or a flanker. Yes, he did have pink hair. Yeah, flanker is a good term for that community. I'm right behind you, bro. Okay, I think it's about time we Let's see here. We got to take some running back shots here. We got to do it now. So, 2 good options here. We'll see if they fall back to me. Fuck. Oh, looks like the Lakers are going to go to game 6, gentlemen. Goes Emmanuel Wilson. Pretty nice pick. There goes TJ Hawkinson. We're going to pop off Dylan Sampson. Just really hope we get Nick Singleton coming back. If that happens, I'm going to be very, very happy. Or I'll take Bigsby. Fine with either of those players. This guy only has 3 running backs, so he's definitely taking 2. He took 1. He's probably going to take Emmett Johnson. He took Emmett Johnson. Now, this guy, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Yes. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy right now.
How would you describe it?
I don't even know how to feel right now. I'm like, I don't even know. I'm happy.
I love that clip. I'm happy. Just so happy. Lakers down by 7. Come on, man. Hit a 3. Hit a 3. There goes Jerry Jeudy. Could be a sneaky stack there. Trey Harris, pretty nice value at 186. Calvin Ridley at 185. These are all pretty solid picks right there. Travis Hunter, that's a waste of a pick. Do they give tackles? You get IDP points in these? I don't think so. Of course you don't. Bad pick, K. Wright. Trey Tucker was on the board, a starting wide receiver, and you take a cornerback. Super gross. And there goes Eli Stowers. Don't like that. There goes the tank. Keyshawn Booty. It's a great name, Keyshawn Booty. It really is. LSU's own Keyshawn Booty. Wild that he went so underdrafted in the NFL draft and kind of wasn't talked about. He's an LSU receiver. It's kind of a wide receiver factory, if you guys didn't know. Ohio State and LSU. Deshaun Stribling. Jeremy Bernard. Here goes the rookies. There goes Kate Otten. Up in 4 picks. What do I need? Kind of like this running back room. What do I need? Is there a quarterback that I could even take? Ew, dude. JJ McCarthy? Jesus. Nope. You know, I could take Ty Simpson. All right. We got dudes. We got names all over the place here. It's going to have to be Terrence Ferguson. Crowded ass room, man. 4 tight ends now with Max Clare being there. I just really hope they cut Tyler Higbee. That's the key. They should cut Tyler Higbee. You roll with Ferguson. You roll with Max Clare. That makes a lot of sense. Definitely in a slump, but they still produce blue chip players. And Lane Kiffin leaving in the middle of the night to go to LSU. You know what? LSU is a pretty elite job, man. I'm up in a couple picks here. So this is going to have to be a running back. It's either Kamani Vidal or Ray Davis. Do I want to go with the upside shot of Ray Davis? I think I do. Let's go Ray Davis for the home run shot here over Kamani Vidal. And I just gave Kamani Vidal to, well, Jake already has 7 running backs, so he's not taking Kamani Vidal. But I think Dakota will take Kamani Vidal. It's a very responsible pick. Oh, total ho. I mean, Lane Kiffin's always been that guy, man. James Conner over Kamani Vidal. Boo. You expecting him to get cut, is my guess. Ryan Flournoy. It's a really good pick with Dak. Ryan Flournoy is one of these guys that, you know, you get the George Pickens dilemma. By the way, if you guys didn't hear, George Pickens did sign his franchise tag today. Now, that doesn't mean the story's over. Most certainly does not mean it's over. He's going to be griping and whining and crying, pouting on the field. But it appears he's going to play out the year with that franchise tag. So, damn it. Okay. Lakers are down by 4 points. 19 seconds left. Chris Bell, Claiborne. Yeah, the thing is, Jerry Jones values his players. He's like your dumb league mate in fantasy that just values all of his players way too high just because they drafted him, or in this case, Jerry traded for him. And he's going to want 2 1s. And I'm sorry, George Pickens, love the guy. Also, you got to factor in the fact he's a headache. And even if you pay him, now you got to worry about motivation issues. 2 firsts is too much. Now, if I sign George Pickens, I would just make it a extremely heavy on incentives, and where he would be like the highest paid receiver in the league if he hit all of his incentives, whether that be games played, receptions, yards, etc. And that's how you can make it work with George Pickens. To give him a lot of guaranteed money, a top 5 wide receiver and guaranteed money is a major mistake. And I hope so, man. I hope he does. That would make sense. But George Pickens last year was kind of doing the same thing, right? And he didn't do it last year. So who knows? Mason Taylor's still available. Kid is back on the escalator again. I got Kamani Vidal. Heyo. And now it is just time for one more. Let's see. One more wide receiver, I think. Or do I take Parkinson? Nope, I can't. Who is the pick here? I'll take Skylar Bell. One of my favorite players from the draft. AJ Brown for Pickens. Damn. The problem is, I don't know if the Eagles would ever trade with the Cowboys and vice versa, but that makes sense. They'd have to pay Pickens then. That makes sense. Guys, we'll do draft grades after this. Tomorrow night, Mike Storey's hopping on at 10 p.m. Central. We're doing running back and tight end landing spots. Friday, Tom TD is joining me. He has not been on for about 5 or 6 weeks. We're doing winners and losers of the draft in terms of teams. And then Saturday with Big Ray is open bar, gentlemen. So we have 3 full days of co-hosts coming on. It's going to be a good time. Looking forward to that. We're going to do draft grades here in a second. And the Lakers lost. God damn it. I didn't care about the loss. I just wanted LeBron to hit 30 for my bet. But you getting Vidal tells you everything we need to know. I would rather trade for Pickens, for sure. I mean, the problem is the price is going to be higher for Pickens. I'd rather trade for Pickens. Like AJ Brown. The thing is, AJ Brown, you got to deal with some of that Stephon Diggs level shit as well. Now, usually the first year is always good for, like it was with Diggs, and it would probably be with Brown. But age is a thing too, right? Like I think right now they're probably equal in terms of talents. But AJ Brown is on the decline, and Pickens is on the upswing in my mind. Yeah, picks is different than players. I feel like that would just be Jerry just hates, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. What is the problem with me getting Vidal? I can't believe he fell back. I had him queued for the pick before. All right, we're going through draft grades, gentlemen. Let's start with my team. Let's go from the bottom up. Only have 2 quarterbacks in Superflex. All the quarterbacks went, so I don't know how that's going to work. Jalen Hurts and Matt Stafford. We have Christian McCaffrey, David Montgomery, Chuba Hubbard. Vidal doesn't suck. McCaffrey, Montgomery, Hubbard, Sampson, Singleton, Ray Davis, and Kamani Vidal. We have 7 of these fuckers. Wide receivers are a little weak. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Mekhi Lemon, Michael Wilson, Matthew Golden, Xavier Worthy, Rashid Shaheed, and Skylar Bell. And we have Trey McBride, Dallas Goedert, and Terrence Ferguson. In terms of stacks, Jalen Hurts, we are stacked up with with Mekhi Lemon and Dallas Goedert. And then Matt Stafford, we have Devontae Adams and Terrence Ferguson. Not bad. Not bad for stacks. So, I don't know. Running back room is fine. I have 7 of them. 2 quarterbacks is an issue. Receiver room is a little thin. Do like the tight ends. What do we think? Hey, me flipping out is like one of the best parts of the show, though. I really just like to give people a hard time, especially Dakota, you son of a bitch. What do you guys think about this team? Give me a grade here. Hurts, Stafford, and then 7 running backs. I like the handcuffs here. I would say that. And then Lemon, my 3, Wilson, my 4. A lot of deep ball guys there. Golden, Worthy, Shaheed are all, boomer bust dudes. Dakota has C+. We have a decent tight end room here with Trey McBride, Dallas Goedert, and Ferguson. Back 2 guys are both stacked. Give me a couple more grades here, and I will move on to it's Dakota's team next. Jake says B-. I really hate Chuba Hubbard. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a sexy pick. We're going to go to Dakota's team here. Kyler, Mendoza, Deshaun Watson, Price, Rico, Brooks, Coleman, Kamara, James Conner, Caleb Johnson. I'm guessing these receivers are going to be bonkers because the first 2 are not great. Chase, Lamb, Devonta Smith, Brian Thomas, Juwan Jennings, Jerry Jeudy, and Keon Coleman with Bowers, Harold Fannin, and TJ Hawkinson. So the 2 tight ends are lovely. So you are really fucking stacked up with Cleveland. I don't know if I love that. Mendoza was super early. This is a team that has to if you make the playoffs, it's dangerous. But if Mendoza doesn't start till week 6 and Deshaun Watson doesn't start, this team's cooked already. So very aggressive team here. I guess Jadarian Price should have early season value, but you don't really have an RB2. You don't really have an RB1 either. But you have Brian Thomas as your 4, which I endorse, and Brock Bowers and Harold Fannin. So I feel like your flex is going to be Harold Fannin a lot, or Devonta Smith or Brian Thomas. So Silver has a D+ grade. I'm not going to rank it that low because it's a very aggressive team, and if it does work out, it's going to be a very unique team. So the creativity here and it's very unique. So the chance that you could actually win if you get in the playoffs, I'm going solid C, just because I do like some of the players you picked. I don't understand taking James Conner personally, but I love the top 4 receivers. And I love the 2 tight ends. So this is Kyler Murray. You need Kyler Murray to perform here. He has to be your guy week in, week out. The problem with Kyler Murray is inconsistent play and injuries, right? So I would have preferred a more consistent, stable quarterback 1. I think James Conner's getting cut, but no, Tyler Algier has to be the goal line back, right? So what's Tyler Algier's role? Is he just holding the clipboard for running backs? Because if they're giving James Conner the goal line work and they're getting Jeremiah Love all the other work, what is Tyler Algier actually there for? They just signed him. I would think I don't think they're going to cut James Conner because he means so much to that team. That's the upside of James Conner. He has a cheap deal and he's a fucking team leader. He's essentially the running backs coach, but nice quote. Yes, Conner had cancer. He can't be cut. It's an F for an A. Yeah, no, if Watson's the guy and Mendoza plays day one, this is an A minus. If one of those two things happen, it's a B minus or C plus. If Mendoza doesn't start till weeks 5 or week 6 and Deshaun Watson does not play or doesn't start the year, like you're going to be so far behind, you're not going to be able to make the playoffs because Kyler's your only quarterback. So that there's a lot of different this is a very hit or miss team. Connor reworked his contract before the draft of Jeremiah Love. So they could still cut him. I know, again, you make a good point. You can't cut a cancer survivor, a fan favorite, a guy that's huge in that community. All his teammates and coaches love him. Like, you can't really cut him. But they also can't cut Algier, right? And Trey Benson's most certainly gone. All right, so we have our grades here. Let's get to Jake's team. We have Dak and Patrick Mahomes. We have Judkins, Stevenson, Corum, Mason, Woody Marks, Pacheco, and Emmanuel Wilson. Fucking strong running back room. A lot of depth there. Oh, I hate Jordan Mason, but you know what? They don't have a lot else there. Pickens, Rice, Higgins, Godwin, Ridley, Flournoy, Cooper Kupp. Little thin there in the back end, but you can only get away with starting 2 or 3. Loveland, Ferguson, Freiermuth, and Tunges. This is a wild build. I don't know why you took 4 tight ends. I guess Tunges is good for early season. I wish you had done a little bit more later at wide receiver instead of the 4th tight ends. I'm just trying to nitpick this one. I just love Blake Corum, and it's a good team. A lot of stacks, right? You have Dak with Pickens and Flournoy and Ferguson. You have Mahomes with Rice, and that's it. So decent. No, he just needs to play. Watson doesn't have to win the division. He has to play like 12 games. And you need Mendoza to start, I think, from day one, ideally. Because you also had Brock Bowers in that team, so that's a super nice stack. I think we weren't really talking about. We have C. This isn't my favorite team I've seen Jake draft. I'll say that. I do like the stacks that he has. I think I might have to agree with that. Jake, how would you grade this team? I think you would probably agree this isn't your favorite one.
Dude, I don't want to go to a party with a bunch of losers from high school. But, dude, this is Brittany Kaiser's house, and I really, really want to fuck her. Dr. Kaiser. Coop and Reamer. We graduated with Brittany.
You graduated?
Of course we graduated, cock. Beer?
Woody Marks, there's a couple issues. Is he can't stay healthy. He was in the blue tent every single game last year. Honestly, like 11 of 17 games. Only like actually missed the rest of the game once. But he's actually a pass catching running back. They didn't really throw him the ball last year. He's that perfect definition of handcuff and guy that's going to get 7 to 8 touches a game. He's got a little bit of a juice. So I like Woody Marks at his value. I feel like he's a guy that could actually meet his ADP without an injury as a backup running back. And that's rare air where he's not, what Brian Robinson Jr. is this year, where it's like he needs an injury to be relevant. Woody Marks should be somewhat relevant. And that defense is going to keep them on the field a lot in terms of their offense on the field a lot. And you're going to get, a lot of good game scripts. So they can't give David Montgomery 320 touches. At least I don't think they can. Yeah, it's a good team though. I mean, again, C+ because of the stacks. I think so as well. All right, that's it for me. Silver. I got to give my boys some kind of advantage and some kind of perks. I give them a lot of perks, but even more perks for supporting, the channel and just, keeping the lights on. So that's one of the perks we have here. Everyone's welcome to draft with us, but to get draft grades, community members only. I think that's fair. Maybe I'm being a dick, but I gotta eat. You know what I mean? I have to keep the show going. So there's a lot of other reasons to sign up than besides just getting your team graded. But another giant perk I want to throw out there to Dakota, to Jake. Jake, by the way, one of the newest Patreon members. Everyone give Jake a round of applause for joining and being a part of it. And hopefully for years to come, my dude. Ooh, I didn't see this. It shows your exposure. I wouldn't be disgusted about Bryce Young. I do like Bryce Young. If I'm being a dick, I do apologize. I put a lot of time into this, and it's the offseason, man. Times are rough. So, again, I always appreciate everyone in here. Dakota, give it to me about LeBron James. They're down, they're up 3-2 now. Are they going to blow this? It was probably an A-. That was Dakota. That was for Jake. We do appreciate Jake. Give it to me, Dakota, real quick about LeBron. What do you have to say? Cock beer is one of my favorites lines. I say it to people at parties all the time, and no one gets the reference, and I kind of just feel like an idiot, but is what it is. All right, guys. Tomorrow night, Mike Storey, 10 p.m. Central. It's going to be a good show. And then again, Friday is Tom, 9:30 p.m. Central, and Big Ray, as always, on. We're getting open bar back and going with Big Ray. Watch him eat a bunch of meat. You know what he does. All right. Appreciate everybody. We will talk to you soon. Drop me a line in the Discord. Talk about anything. Love you guys. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. I'm out of here.
Just seemed like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you wanted to grab a beer, that's all.
I'm glad you called.
We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.
All right, man. You have my number, yeah?
I got you stored in my iPhone.